はい、どうも S級クラブのシャロです。シャーロック・ホームズチャプター1、パート10かなやっていきたいと思います。前回パート9やのにパート8とか言ってたね。はい、じゃあ、アーサーを糾弾します。
You are guilty, Mr. Swift. Killing Theodore Gilden was a testing challenge. You succeeded.
What makes you think I'm somehow involved in Gilden's death? My partner's death, I might remind you.
はい、あなたは事件現場にいた。
You were there when Theodore Gilden died.
Nonsense. I visited him many times, but I wasn't there when the elephant killed him.
Then I must have made a mistake because the murderer met Goliath's rage personally. The perpetrator was hit by the gate and thrown into the shed. Your bruise matches the contour of the broken hole. One further detail is that the murderer had a bosun's knife, fairly useful in a place where one might cut ropes and fabric, such as, I don't know, the dig site?
That's your interpretation of the facts, Mr. Holmes. You've simply aligned them to suit your hypothesis.
It's not a hypothesis once proven, it's theory, Mr. Swift.
はい、矢をゴライアスに撃った。
Your dart uses strychnine to kill rodents at the site, is that correct?
Well, yes, that is its purpose.
The same dart with strychnine was found on Goliath. The very same substance is a powerful stimulant. It causes convulsions, a flow of energy. You shot Goliath. The elephant became extremely energetic, agitated, and so terrified that it killed its owner. For a man of your age, it was easier to hit a larger grey target than a small man.
You said it yourself. Goliath killed Theodore, and your strychnine speculations are absurd. Only athletes use it as a stimulant, not elephants.
True, but one dart of strychnine would not be enough to kill the elephant, and you knew it.
はい、自分の発掘調査を守った。
Let me tell you a story. A man spends almost 5 years of his life locating an artifact. He puts every ounce of energy and money into his research. The same man even goes so far as to sign a contract with a ruthless man, a businessman. It was a risk, but the reward would be worth it. Years go by and there's still no result, so the businessman decides to end the man's research. He spits on the research, he promises to bury the site under an eccentric project. All of this is just his whim. Theodore Gilden could do anything he wanted with this place, and you were anxious about the fate of your research. You wished to protect it. You tried to tame Gilden's eccentricity, but you killed him instead.
Theodore wasn't trying to sabotage my career. We had a disagreement, but it wasn't as dire as you describe it. He wasn't a pleasure to talk to, but killing him? Nonsense.
はい、アーサーを逮捕する。ゴライアスね、ちょっとさすがにかわいそうなんで助けてあげたいですね。
Theodore Gilden was a capricious man, extremely impulsive. But the cold-blooded nature of your plan makes you even more dangerous. You feel nothing. You show no remorse. It was simply a calculated move. And that is why you are under arrest.
Nothing. You have nothing on me.
I think I'll let the police decide if my findings are substantial enough for prosecution.
This is all a dreadful mistake. This can't be happening. The elephant killed Theodore.
Goliath is innocent and he should be free. He is not the real murderer here. That is the apex of your career, Mr. Swift. Farewell.
I told you Mr. Swift was not a real archaeologist. He was a murderer. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Fortunately for us, being a murderer was not his profession. And about the elephant.
While you were busy, I've dealt with it. No thanks to you. I asked you to solve this wretched problem, but you didn't.
I couldn't be in two places at once, Miss Gilden. I was catching your father's murderer. But how have you dealt with it?
A man agreed to take the elephant away. He came to me asking for permission to relocate it to his property, and I accepted.
Well, congratulations, I suppose. That is one less problem.
Actually, two, Mr. Holmes. I found my father's possessions that you can take with you and disappear.
I appreciate it, truly.
Well, someone has to do something. Take everything if you need to, and leave me be.
Take care of yourself, Miss Gilden.
はい。あら、ジョンがなんかバットつけてる。三部作が、あれちょっと待ってね。僕の家族の古い所有物。近所の 古い友人から手に入れることができたのは、セオドアが保管しているという僕の家族に関連すると思われる品だけだった。イモージェンが品を、彼女の屋敷の入り口近くのベンチに残してくれた。これ取りに行かないとね。で、あれかな？あ、これは違うね。これか。僕は自分の知能と正気を守ることを決め、この不愉快な探求を放棄した。あれ？マジ？ノートか。僕らは最高の組み合わせだ。シェリーが盗み聞きをし、僕は彼が終わるのを座って待つんだ。完璧さ。スウィフトはセオドアを殺しただけじゃなく、その罪を無実の像に着せようとした。シェリーがゴライアスを守ってくれて嬉しい。3部作なんだから本は3冊あるんだ。著者が全身全霊で書き記した作品を僕らが手に入れないでどうするんだ。あらー、見つけられなかったね。これはちょっともう一回探そうかな。突き詰める前のやつ、データロードして探すとこだけちょっとやってこようかなと思います。じゃあ一回カットで。はい。正体を突き詰める前に、どこにあるかなんだよな。でも個人的にあるとしたら、ギルデンのとこじゃなくて、ここなんて言うんだろう。ここにあるんじゃないかなと思うんだよな。一人一冊ずつ重要な人物が持っているっていう気がするよね。するんだけど、どこだろう。とりあえずちょっと探すか。でもこれもしかしたらすでに見つからん可能性あるよな。どっかのタイミングで取得しなかったら。
Papers, pen, torch.
What are you doing?
Ah, now I have to start over. Ceramics, skulls, keys.
なんかあるじゃん。あったね。これは。
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Swift?
Hey, a word about the trilogy.
Right then, you literary expert, you, what was so important about these books? Or did you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langur, for example, then we extract some blood from it.
What? Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127 of the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John.
はい。見つけれましたね。はい、じゃあ、オッケーオッケー。ジョーの挑戦に勝利した。バズーカ電気3部作が集まったと。3部作を、どうしようかな。どこまで読んでる？ここまで読んだか。このつまらない3部作の最終巻を見つけた。アーサーは理由があってこの作品を愛好しているか、雇用者の誰かが学者としての彼の名声を貶めようと試みているかのどちらかだろう。3部作をすべて揃えた。考古学という退屈な職業に冒険を加えて美化したという欲求は理解できる。だがそれは所詮膨らんだ虚栄に過ぎない。ちょっと地図見ようかな。ここも証拠回収済みになってるってことはやっぱりここ証拠回収できてないんだな。ギルデンの庭。ということはギルデンの庭の証拠を回収してこないといけないと思うので、そこまでやっていこうかなと思います。そうだよな。これがだってやっぱり残ってるもんな。はい。はい。この件について聞き込みしようと思ったんですけど、これは結局、犯人をどうするかによって変わってくることだと思うので、ゾウが撃たれたのは死ぬ前だとしたら、それは殺そうとしたっていうことになって、後っていうことは、ゾウのゴライアスが暴れたっていうことになるので、これはちょっと、 現段階では決められないことなのかなと思うので、もう一回行ってもいいんだけど、もう今度はじゃあアーサーのやつさっき見たから、ポールの方にしようかな。これで、確定しよう。ポールを逮捕しゴライアスを助ける。ポール・パークスは自己中心的で他人をなんて読むんだろう。改良違うか。しない人間であり、今の地位は嘘で塗り固めたものだ。ポールはさらに像を使いセオドア・ギルデンの殺害を企てた。ポールが逮捕されればコルドナはより安全な場所になる。では、ポールのとこまで行きます。はい。というわけで、ポールのとこまで来たので、決断していきましょう。
Did it feel good killing Theodore Gilden after the humiliation and threats?
What? I thought you were blaming Goliath for that.
No, I think you killed Theodore Gilden. Goliath is, unfortunately, a victim of circumstance.
I'm far better than to kill Gilden. Believe me.
彼を殺した動機はわかる。
I can understand why you killed Mr. Gilden. He saw you with his daughter. He checked up on you, yachtsman, smuggler, and a woman. He went so far as to hire some thugs to attack you. Theodore knew your weakness, your career. He forced you into a corner. You're a survivor. You were prepared for the worst, but Theodore surpassed even your worst-case scenario. So you responded accordingly.
I've earned everything myself. Every victory, every trophy, every mangir. I achieved all of it without murder. I don't need to kill in order to win.
And you weren't afraid that he would reveal your secret to the owner of the yacht club or your competitors?
I can control my fear. Trust me, I wouldn't have become a professional athlete otherwise.
はい。矢を見つけた。
You see, I managed to capture the elephant. Goliath had a dart stuck in his hide, similar to the ones that you used to kill rodents. My guess is that you used Goliath. A dart can kill a mouse or human, but for an elephant, it's not enough. Strychnine is a powerful stimulant and convulsant. Once the drug was in the bloodstream, Goliath became extremely agitated and so blinded by the flow of energy that he killed his owner.
And my dart is responsible for that. I'd rather use my hands.
Yes, there would have been fewer variables, but after the attack on you, your condition didn't allow for a direct confrontation. So, you used what you had.
That's not what happened. Anyone might have the same set of darts as I do. They're not expensive.
But not everyone knew Theodore and had access to his property.
はい。あなたは事件現場にいた。
You were at the crime scene at the precise moment when Gilden died.
I was not. I was visiting the doctor after the attack on me.
Ah, of course, where no one saw you. That's an inconvenience. But in any case, the person who was there met the rage of the elephant. One was struck by the gate with such impact that they were thrown into the shed. The knife fell out. The bruises on your elbow match the contour of the hole in the shed.
But I told you where my bruises came from.
And I heard you, but you didn't catch my words. A bosun's knife was found there, a very specific tool commonly used in your field.
That's only your assumption. I was never there. I mean, I was, but not when this happened.
はい。ポールを逮捕する。
I revealed many truths and lies concerning Gilden. One banal fact is that he was a bitter and angry man who acted according to his own desires and impulses. Such people are dangerous, they are unpredictable, and value their own comfort more than anything and anyone. The same as you, Paul.
Are you out of your mind?
You're a gambler, smuggler, and actor. You indulge your self-importance. Such egocentricity and impulsivity is frightening. I won't allow you to play with someone else's life. You are under arrest.
Wait. At least tell Imogen. Tell her where I am.
I think she deserves a space without you. I've heard you can gamble on racing in prison, only it's rat racing. No yachts. Goodbye, Paul.
Why did you pick my Paul? Out of all the people on this island. Just when I needed someone I could rely on.
Believe me, I saved you. I found the true murderer. Would you really choose to live with the person who took your father's life?
You took away the pillar I was relying on. Paul was my only hope. You've destroyed it.
It was Paul who destroyed it, not me. I was merely the fact checker who discovered the real culprit. And now about that elephant.
Oh, yes, Goliath. You did nothing about it. I had to deal with it. Fortunately, there was a real man wanting to help me. He agreed to buy Goliath and relocate him to his property.
I suppose I must congratulate you.
I'd rather you leave. But first, here are my father's belongings. Some of them have information about your mother. Take them and leave me be.
I appreciate it, Miss Gilden. I assure you, I only wanted to find the true perpetrator.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you found a convenient scapegoat. Goodbye.
I truly hope you meet more honest people in the future. Take care.
はい。ということで、さっきのはこれでよかったのかな？ちょっと待ってね。これで地図を開いて、もう証拠は見れないんだ。まあ、でも多分これでよかったんだと思います。で、両方とも見れましたね。じゃあ、ここ拾っていきましょう。バイオレットから、セオドア・ギルデンへの手紙。セオドアへ。私はあなたとの友情を何よりも大事にしたいと思っています。同様の行動力を持つあなたが大変な時期に私たちを助けてくれたことには心から感謝しています。シジェと私があなたと同じ探検隊に参加できたことは人生を変えるきっかけとなり、どれだけお礼を言っても足りないことでしょう。ですが、私は盲目でも偽善者でもありません。あなたが私への好意を深めていることは分かっています。でも私はそうじゃない。ごめんなさい、セオドア。手遅れになる前にあなたの片思いの苦しみを消させてください。私たちが共にした冒険の思い出としてあなたが送ってくれた首飾りを同封しています。私はそれを身につけることはできません。この手紙であなたを傷つけてしまうことは承知しています。本当にごめんなさい。でも私はシジェを愛しているのです。彼はあなたの気持ちには気づいていません。これで私たちの友人関係が終わってしまうのであれば仕方がありません。ですが、これからも会話や協力を続け、変わらない喜びを共に共有することができれば、これ以上嬉しいことはありません。心を込めてバイオレット。ああ、そうだったんだ。なんかあれやね。
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend. I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happens somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
はい、ということで、また新しい扉が開いたようなのですが、時間的にちょっと短いかもしれないんですけど、タイミング的にいいのかなと思うんで、今回は、パート10はここで終わりたいと思います。では、チャンネル登録と高評価お願いします。では、また明日。